he seems to be kind of a moderate play biter. The first thing I think we should do is teach just kind of a basic leave it. Now you can see he already knows I've got this real turkey in my hand right here. I'm just going to go over this really quick. I have a full video in the description that will show you how to teach your dog to leave something alone. But right here, when he backs off, I'm just going to go ahead and reward him. So cute. Yes! There's more going on than just teaching him to leave something alone here. The big purpose of teaching leave it is so that we can communicate to them, no, that's not what I want. Because if we just go up to them and get frustrated every time they bite us, they're not going to understand what the problem is. So it's good to establish that clear communication. You know, remember, those first 3, 4, 5 months of working with a dog is all about building communication. So you're going to have these periods of time where there's going to be a disconnect, you know, and that's totally normal. That's why we teach them. That's the point. I'm going to actually go to the next level with it and see if I can get him to leave it alone as I open my palm. Even just for a second, I would be thrilled with that. Look at that, guys. Look at this. Wow, that's great. Are you surprised by this? I'm surprised by this. That's great.
Good boy.
You have so many different textures, so many different toys here, which is ideal when you have a dog this age. You want them to chew on these things, not your furniture. I like chew sticks a lot, especially for puppies. You can get chew toys like this for your dog at petflow.com/ZachGeorge. I love PetFlow because they give you the freedom to have food delivered straight to your house. You can determine what period of time you want that done in. So no more driving across town just because you forgot dog food. You can also get 15% off when you enter code ZachGeorge15 at the time of checkout, and they give you free shipping on all orders over $49. So if you have a new dog, it would be a good idea to get acquainted with petflow.com. I'll have a link in the description and the information to get your discount. Play biting is one of the most predictable behaviors that there is when it comes to teaching a dog. And when we have the luxury of knowing when an unwanted behavior is about to occur, that's a blessing. That's great, because it means we can come prepared. So in the case of play biting, we could approach him with a toy like this. If we know that he's likely to do it anyway, let's show him what is acceptable to chew on or bite on, rather than getting on him when he bites us. If you engage them with a toy like this straight away, when you know that they're likely going to be in a bitey mood, this does a couple of things. A, it shows them what to chew on. B, it is the beginning of teaching your dog tug of war. Now, tug of war is one of the most underestimated rewards in dog training, and most puppies will play it instinctively. Now, I see he's good about tugging it. Is he good about letting it go?
No, not really.
And that's required if we're going to teach our dog to play tug of war. What's kind of ironic about teaching a dog to not bite is that if you can teach them to bite when you ask and stop when you ask, that you can really make a lot of progress here. And that's just play growling. That's normal. Do be careful because their aim isn't very good. Like when he jumps like that, they might get you. So you got to make sure you're using the right kind of toy. Just wait. You know? See, we're just making it less interesting. That's all we're doing. I'm not trying to pull it away from him. I'm going to wait for him to let go on his own accord. Yes! Good! Now, I have a couple of options here. I could come prepared with a toy and encourage him to put his teeth on that, and we could make a training session of it. Like, hey, you can bite this, but you also need to let go of it. So you need to be prepared to kind of teach both of those things. Or if you have like a real severe case, or a dog that's in a really, really bitey mood, then you would want to come armed with your good food rewards. I'm going to pet him at first. Yes, I like that. And I want to follow it up with something. I want yes to mean something. Hey, yes, good. Touching him under his chin there. I just want him to have a positive association of calm, acceptable behavior when people are interacting with him. At no point here has he tried to go for my hands. Sometimes he tries to bite in this situation. Is that right? You want to get him used to being touched. I'm going to grab his paws right here. Yes. You'll know that you're on the right track with play biting when they start licking instead of biting where they used to bite. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely.
Good. So, you know, that's okay, that's okay. Yes, good boy, good job. Good. I'm gonna get his tail here, you know, I mean, that throws him off there, because you don't want to wait until they encounter a situation in their life where they're just totally thrown off by someone touching them. This is a good way to prevent possible dog bites in the future, you know, if he's caught off guard. Good boy, yes. I'm gonna try and take it to the next level here. I'm gonna pet him. There goes a little biting, but I'm gonna, when he stops biting, good, yes, there was a lick right there. I want to try and reward those licks. Yes, good. This might look a little ridiculous, but this does serve a purpose because we're proofing it. We're trying to get him used to, look, do you see the biting there? If your dog does bite you, simply say no and remove your arm from them. Now, if they're particularly wound up, it might be a good idea to just give them a brief timeout, let them relax, put them in a bedroom or something. Not because they're in trouble, but just to be like, all right, I'll let you calm down. So what I think we should do is get them really playing a good game of tug of war. Be patient, wait for him to let go like we talked about, and then try and pet him. So he's starting to play tug, he's into biting mode. Get him going pretty good. Good. Now ask him to let go, and if he doesn't, simply make the game uninteresting.
Let go.
And be patient. If it takes 30 seconds, so be it. Good.
Good.
Good. I'm going to try something here, because he really likes this toy right now. I'm going to see if we can get him to do a leave it like we did earlier with the toy, but this is going to be a little tougher because he's kind of fixated. Let go. Leave it. Yes! That was really good. Make them think. Have your hand there as a barrier to keep him from getting at it, provided you feel safe doing that with your individual dog. But that was really good. Let's try that again. Good boy. He's got a great tug here. Okay, that's enough. And I'm just going to try and stabilize it. It's a little tougher with these toys, but let go. Yes, good, very good. I'm going to try and pet him here. Good boy, good boy. Yes, yes, wonderful, wonderful work. I've got to give him a piece of turkey for that. For those of you at home that have young children and want to know what to do when your puppy starts to play bite them, you as their trainer, as the adult, need to teach them how to behave. It's not up to your child to teach them, it's up to you. If you have a dog that is very likely to bite guests when they come over, be one step ahead of them, have them on a leash or have them out of the room so they won't be in a position to be really mouthy with your guests. I mean, there's a lot of things we're asking him to do here. He's been on this planet 11 weeks and he's doing remarkable. That first few months of teaching our dogs really needs to be dedicated to communicating with them and understanding. Because see here, he's going back into the biting. You see that? I mean, that's normal. No. Yes. Good. But we just have to communicate what we like and what we don't like and reward the behaviors we like heavily. Let that be the emphasis of your training and you can't go wrong. I can't wait to see how Lafitte progresses. I think you're doing a terrific job with him. He really is an amazing.
Thank you.